I wanted to share an experience that I just recently had, and it's kind of a special treat because I'm recording from a place I used to go camping as a little girl. It's in the Uinta Mountains, and I love this river. And I apologize if the river is kind of loud in the background, but if you're like me, you love the sound of water anyways, so maybe it'll just be the perfect background to what I have to say today. And I wanted to start off by sharing a story. I recently had some techs from the company I work for come out and do some electrical work at my house. And the day they came out, the temperatures were just really hot. I think it was almost 100 degrees. They were doing the best they could, but one of the three, eventually got some heat exhaustion. And so I brought him in and started to care for him. And as I cared for him, he just gave me this little smile of appreciation. And the reason that was so significant is because this particular tech, no matter how hard I tried to be nice, no matter how hard I would reach out to him, he was always very standoffish. He never wanted to receive the kindness I was trying to show him. And I never understood why. It was just so perplexing to me. But in this moment, I think he realized that my kindness truly came from my heart. And it reminded me, that little smile, the way he looked at me in that brief moment, reminded me of a scene from The Chosen. And it's when Matthew is in the tax collector box and he's watching the Savior, and he's watching the few apostles that he had gathered to that point, and he had watched and watched and watched and witnessed miracle here and there. And when the Savior comes up to that tax collector box in The Chosen and invites Matthew to come follow him, Matthew gives this side smile. I can't do it, so I'm not going to pretend, and I'm not going to try. But go back and watch just that part of that episode. He just gives this little smile. It's like a half smile on one side, and then it's like instant. You can see in his eyes he just wants to run to the Savior as fast as he can. And he just leaves his tax collector box, drops everything that he's doing to follow the Savior. And in that moment, when I was helping this particular technician that works for the company that I work for, and he gave me the same look that Matthew gave the Savior, I truly felt like one of the Savior's disciples. I felt like I was doing as the Savior would, reaching out with kindness and love to help someone else. Now granted, it's not the first time that I've done that, so I shouldn't have been so taken off guard. But to have such a positive response from someone who previously, in the past, was very standoffish, very curt with me when I would try to interact and have a conversation, very short, one-word answers, and then to have him so receptive and just see how the love of Christ softened his heart, and the love of the Savior that filled my heart in that moment for someone who I think back in the Savior's time would definitely have been labeled, if there's no other better word, labeled an outcast. This particular technician that works for us back in the Savior's day would have had that label. And to feel the kind of love that the Savior had for those who were considered outcasts in his time, to experience that at that level in that moment was so profound and hit me so strong. It was an incredible experience, and I was so grateful for it. I have had my own ups and downs in life, and sometimes I wish I could get outside of my trials and my hardships and show that kind of love, say Christ-like love to others more often. And I actually, through this experience, made a goal to do that more often. And I just wanted to share this and challenge all of you to do the same. And if anyone has any experiences that they would like to share in the comments, I would love to hear experiences that you've had. And hopefully we can share with one another on this channel and have just a safe community where we can help each other, lift each other, share these type of experiences with each other. I think those types of connections with one another will help us be stronger. It'll help us come closer to each other, help us become closer to our Savior. And I think that would be just a wonderful community to have. So please, if you have something you would like to share, please do. I also put some links down below. Just if anyone is like me, I love having something fun just to remind me to remember my Savior at all times. And there's just a couple fun t-shirts that I designed, if anyone's interested, that you can just wear to just help remember the Savior, in essence. It just, for some reason, it helps me. I think they're kind of a great little token to remember the Savior. And I hope to hear from you, and we will talk to you next time.